I think Assassin's Creed Shadows is the game that is pretty much cursed at this point. I haven't seen a game get this much hate before it's released, at least not in a long time. And, I've said this before, some of the stuff is warranted. Some of the stuff I feel like is it's definitely a stretch when it comes to this game. We've seen a lot of controversies and stuff like that. My predictions is that this game is going to be pretty good. Like from all the gameplay and the stuff that they've shown, it's not going to be the best thing ever, right? And I don't think it's going to be terrible. Now, is the bloat going to be gone from Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Is it going to feel meaningful, impactful? Do I want to stay in this world as much as I can? Is the combat going to be good? Is the combat that same janky? I have to wait and see. Like, I want to get my hands on this game and really just do a deep dive on this game. Just play it, travel, do combat, and just immerse myself in the world and really judge the game on how it feels. But and story, man, is story. Am I gonna walk away with a presentation here that captures me? And I think my biggest fear right now is the combat is a improvement, but it still lacks that quality and polish that we've seen in like Ghost of Tsushima, and it's not going to be able to hold its own. There are these flashy finishers that we keep saying, which are really cool, but I've also seen gameplay clips of that same, janky, tired gameplay that, I really don't have the energy for, especially if this game is going to be 100 plus hours. I'm still reminded of Ghost of Tsushima and the level of combat that game offered, that fluidity, that gameplay, that just, man, it was so good. Like you were cutting butter. And we're gonna have to wait and see, man. I think I'm done rambling. Let's check out the new trailer for the game, and probably put these headphones on, open this monster because I'm a crazy man. Woo! Let's do it. All right, let's check it out. I mean, right off the bat, dude, game looks absolutely gorgeous, and we already knew this, from the gameplay trailers that we've seen. We know Ubisoft can make good looking games, and I think this game is gonna look really, really beautiful, man. I mean, yeah. The music sounds really good. That's for sure. A lot of sound effects, a lot of like, okay, we're seeing a little bit more now when it comes to armor and gear. This actually looks really sick. I love the design of this. This one is pretty sick too. It's got this like almost Arabian look to it. With the katanas. That's pretty sick, man. I like this one a lot. This shot right here, I wanted to pause on. Again, obviously, I've seen this before. Uh, Dude, look at that. Because we've seen Yasuke this whole time with armor. And I think this is like the first time we're right. I think we're seeing him without the actual samurai armor that, you know, I never even wore in Ghost of Tsushima. Like I always wanted to look like a ghost, like a ninja hybrid, right? So I really love the look of this. I like the way he takes his sword out right here. It just looks really believable, you know what I mean?
Hey, who's there? Ah!
Of course, I think this move has gotten people talking, man. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, like the finishers, the I don't know if that was a finisher. I think the finisher was at the end. So there is flash. There is definitely some really good looking moments when it comes to the combat. We'll talk more about the combat, but this move right here just looks super sick. She literally jumped over the dude. And did she throw? I gotta see that one more time, man. I think she throws a shuriken upside down like that. That is sick, dude. And then she just goes crazy. Got some bow action right here.
You there?
So I had to watch this a couple times before to kind of understand what he just did. It looks like he shot some sort of blow dart, and it took out these two guys, right? Or he whistled and another NPC, like a companion, took him down. I'm not sure what happened in this section, to be honest. What is he doing? I can't tell what he's doing. It almost looks like he's whistling to get like a companion to take these guys out. That's what it looks like. I could be wrong, but obviously the mist sets off this guy right here.
You! I could use you here.
This is another scene that I really liked, just because, you know, it's in the dark, snow. We haven't seen a lot of snow in this game, and just, you know, like the blood stains on the floor. Just a really cool scene that that I really like. Like, I really like this set piece right here. And I can't wait to really see how the seasons change and, you know, what that does to gameplay and all that stuff. But like that whole assassin chain thing to the finisher, I mean, that's pretty badass. She threw like a shuriken, I think, right? Or a knife? Like that was pretty brutal, dude. One thing that I'm you know, I got to give credit to this game for is like it's not afraid to be brutal in its assassinations and the combat and just the brutality and nature of the combat. Like they're not, it doesn't seem like they're holding back when it comes to the violent nature of this game. And of course, given this the time period that this game is set in, you want visceral combat. You want combat to feel raw and realistic. Another move she does right here is really impressive. Again, raw, just gritty.
Hey.
So it looks like with gear, you're gonna be able to enhance your assassinations. We saw that she wasn't able to take him down, but she was able to switch over. It looks like she put on different armor that gave her +2 health, segments removed on air assassinations. So she wasn't able to assassinate the dude fully in the beginning because he's got... So this guy has 4 segments, right? So +2 health segments removed on air assassinations. So now she's able to take the dude out instead of just... And so that's cool. So gear actually plays a role. And that's kind of what I've always wanted from Assassin's Creed, is like the gear actually has you know, meaning to it, not just, hey, this stat is green, you know, green arrow goes up, this is better than that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I want every piece of gear to have meaning, and I want to be able to swap different gear out depending on the circumstance that I'm in. I'll be honest, man. And this is definitely a critique here, but this UI is I don't know, dude. Like it's just so boring. It almost looks like a mobile-ish. Maybe a step above mobile, but this UI just like it can look clean, but at the same time, it should be so much more. Like there should be, you know, some Japanese themes here. It's boring, bland, and I mean, look at all your swords, right? It's just all yellow. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Let me know if you agree with me with the UI. But the game looks really good, dude. Like, the game looks really clean. The attention to detail. I love this scene right here. I think this game is going to look absolutely gorgeous in motion. And it's going to be one of those games that like pictures just don't do it justice. I mean, look at this scene right here, dude. This scene right here is absolutely incredible in motion. And You know, you got the trees. The way he takes his sword out right here, and he looks around like it's just. It looks immersive. It looks good. Dude, like Yasuke is a big boy, man. And when he wears his samurai armor, he looks even bigger. So that's why like he always does look like a tank. And then the armor that we saw earlier, he actually looks kind of normal. And I think I'm going to probably go for those other armors. Like I don't want him to look like he's completely just a tank. But we'll see, man. I think he looks pretty sick with like robes. It's really going to be interesting when it comes to the combat. Like I want to get my hands on the combat so much. Like even if it's not perfect, is there a rhythm? Does it feel good? Like am I blocking, dodging, parrying, and we're dancing? If that clicks, then I think the whole game will click for me. And because you're going to do you're going to be doing so much combat in this game, right? If the stealth and the combat is not good, then the rest of the game is going to be a slog. It's going to drag. And we already know the game looks absolutely beautiful. We already know that, there's definitely some really good things going on here. That is for sure. And the combat definitely looks like it has these highlight moments that peak, but I'm crossing my fingers on the combat. I really hope the combat sucks me in. It might do it for other people, but after Ghost of Tsushima and this Japanese setting, like that set the bar, and this doesn't look like it's necessarily going to reinvent that or beat that, but if it does it in its own way, then I'll be fine. I'll be happy with it.
That will leave a mark.
So that is the video that we just saw. Let's go back, and that's pretty much the video, man. I feel like Assassin's Creed Shadows is you know what's weird about this game is that I feel like it's the cool thing to do to pile up on this game at this point. Everybody wants a piece of it. Everybody wants to dogpile this game, and part of me is kind of tired of it, to be honest. Like I know it's clickbaity. And, I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that type of gamer. I really try to judge things on their own merits. I really try to play games for myself to really see if what people are saying is real or not. Again, some of the things that have gotten this game, negative attention, are some of those things warranted? Yeah, I do. Not to get too deep into that, but I just haven't seen a game get this much hate before its release in so long. I can't remember. I can't remember the last game, but I know Ubisoft needs this win, and I think that they have something great here. I really do. As long as they've kind of learned from their prior mistakes, I think really Valhalla, the bloated nature of that game, and even just the combat of that game, turned me off completely. Where I don't even know how some of you guys played that game and beat it, to be honest, dude. But Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm excited for this game. I'm gonna be honest, man. After playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, some of that excitement for this game has kind of dwindled down a little bit. Like, just because I'm so immersed into that game, I'm so into that game and that level of immersion. I just know that this game is not going to offer me that game. That game set a bar of immersion that is going to be really, really hard to follow in the footsteps of. But if Assassin's Creed Shadows can do something different here, can immerse me in a different way, and obviously it's third person combat, stealth, all of that stuff. Is the story good? All of these things, right? It doesn't have to be the best game ever. Is it going to be enjoyable? That is what I'm looking forward to. And honestly, I'm still excited to play Shadows, and I'm definitely going to be playing the game and giving you guys my first impressions of the game. That is pretty much it, guys. That is the video for today. Some brand new Assassin's Creed Shadows. Shout out to Joe Raptor from his channel. I'll put this video in the link below. And that's pretty much it, man. If you like this video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. And if you are, man, I appreciate you. And until next time, peace.